November 1st, 2023. Champaign police were called to a cemetery after receiving reports of someone defacing headstones with racist graffiti. Following a brief foot chase, police apprehended an 18-year-old man named Dominic.
So U of I, when we got here, U of I already had him phoned out here. We got to do another trip. From what we've gathered, 96.
Familiar. Okay. You got an ID on you, man?
No. Tell him what your name is again.
Dominic. You ever been arrested before, buddy?
No. Have a seat, buddy.
Stay warm, we'll be right back with you, okay?
Okay.
Sounds like we found some paint cans up here, so I'm guessing there's going to be some graffiti. I'll go talk with him and come back Mirandize him.
Alright. What's going on, man?
Hey. You guys find any damage? Or?
Yeah, we got a bunch of swastikas, Jews. I got the paint can on the ground right over there, so.
Alright.
He come around the corner, he saw me start taking off, I was over there. PA, if you make me run, you're going to jail.
I mean, did you talk to the guy?
The other guy was like, what are you doing? You know, I'm just, are you stupid or something? The paint cans are there.
Okay. Okay, so this is in his flight path for sure. Yeah. Black?
Yep.
Yeah.
He's got a swastika on the back side of it.
Jews.
He's got a swastika over here.
The very back.
Yeah.
What an idiot. We got our CSI guy coming out here. He can take photos of all this. Kind of just walk down the middle and...
Boy, he went to town. Anything with a cross.
Yeah, that's what it's looking like. Back there, damn it. It's everywhere. Wow. Is it? You didn't even spell white right. How's it going?
He was standing over there in the lot. He saw the dude kind of walking around the monument here, and he said that he saw him with a spray can. He didn't necessarily see the paint emanating, but he's standing there with the spray can.
See a rattle.
I guess at what point did you see? Well, he was obviously here in the middle.
He was right up here in the middle when I saw him.
Oh, he was? Okay.
And then he was, like I said, he took off running and was going past it behind there. And I come around the corner and he cut across, and then that's when he...
Okay.
Welcome.
So who detained him then, actually? I think
we
Boston.
did. He was he was.
He had thrown out, maybe?
No, he just had an ambulance back. He just was standing there.
Oh, really?
Yeah, we were like, what the?
So
someone said he was running.
So you just detained him?
Yeah, we detained him. So I was like, or my partner was like, "You need to put this dude in cuffs." Yeah.
We'll put him in the back of your car, Mirandize it, and get an interview.
I mean, he is 96, even though he's autistic.
Okay. It's clear talking. He's got some.
Yeah, he's full functioning, but.
Okay. Gotcha. What's the name? Dominic?
Dominic,
you want to step out here, buddy?
am I going to jail?
We'll talk about that, man. We're going to read you your Miranda rights and talk to you about what's going on, okay?
After getting the steel bracelet treatment and Mirandized, Dominic admitted to vandalizing the cemetery so he could be known for something.
Good. You don't have anything on you, like weapons or any weed or any drugs or anything?
I don't.
Nothing like that?
No, I do not.
Okay. Okay, if you do, I don't want you leaving it in my car. That's the biggest thing, all right?
Okay, I do not.
Okay. Okay, I'm going to read you your Miranda rights, okay?
Okay.
Just like they do on TV, all right? Do you understand that?
Yes.
And what it means?
Yeah,
Okay.
and I also am suspected of another crime. I also did another crime. Last night, I put a hate symbol flag up on a tree, and they said they were looking for me for that flag tonight. They said they told everybody to contact Champaign County Crime Stoppers.
Okay.
For somebody who put a hate symbol up on a tree. And so tonight I was spray painting hate symbols on them gravestones. More than just one gravestone, maybe like 5 more gravestones. There was one gravestone I spray painted a lot of symbols on. And then there was
what kind of symbols are you spraying on?
Swastika,
Swastikas?
KKK, you know.
Why are you doing that? Do you hate, I mean, are you a member of those groups, or is that what you believe, or are you just because? Just for something to do? You bored or don't have nothing to do, and that's what you...
Yeah, that's why I was bored. And I was also spraying people and stuff like that on them gravestones. And there was one gravestone where I spray painted almost the whole thing with that stuff. It was a big gravestone.
Why pick those symbols? Just because you know it'll get a rise out of people, or
yeah, I like to get a rise out of people. I like to get a rise out of people.
Okay. So why are you out doing that tonight then? If you've never been known as a criminal and you're not really into criminal activity,
I always like to think about criminal activity.
So you think about it a lot. You just
this last night and tonight, I decided it should become my hobby to do criminal. I wanted it to become a hobby for me.
Okay. All right. So you do understand though that defacement of headstones or anything to headstones is a crime, right?
Yeah.
Okay. And you know, by committing any kind of crimes, you could potentially end up in jail.
Yeah.
Okay.
Is this a hate crime?
I mean,
what do you think?
Yeah.
Did you do it thinking it was a hate crime and knowing that?
Yeah.
You said you started thinking about this last night. Did you do something last night too?
Yeah, I did something last night too.
What'd you do last night?
I put a hate symbol flag up on a tree, and this night, and right before I went out tonight to do this, they said that the Champaign County Crime Stoppers were looking for me.
Where'd you get the flag from?
Online.
So you ordered it online?
Yeah.
Shipped to your house?
Yeah.
You hung it from a tree?
Yeah.
what kind of flag was it?
It was a Nazi flag.
What, like a red, white, black?
Yeah, it was just, I cut out the circle and swastika on the center and put it on the tree.
So before last night, you had no thoughts of doing any of this?
Yeah.
Well, I mean, obviously you ordered the flag.
I mean, yeah, I had the flag for a long time before I decided to do the crime. So I decided to do a crime, and especially in the wake of, I wanted to do that in the wake of the Israeli war, is what I wanted to do. But then I decided it would be fun to do this, and also I wanted to be known for something, but I didn't want to get arrested. I wasn't thinking I was going to get arrested tonight. I thought I was going to get away with it.
Do you know this is against the law to do what you're doing?
Yes, I do. Yes, I do.
Okay. And a possibility of doing something against or breaking the law is going to jail?
Yes, I do.
Okay. Who do you live with?
My mom.
Your mom?
Yeah.
What would be her thoughts on this?
She would say it was bad. She doesn't want me to do it.
Okay.
She would not want me to do it. She is totally against that stuff.
Is she at home right now, or is she
Yes,
working?
she is.
She is?
Dominic, you want me to call mom?
No.
No?
No. Don't call mom.
Okay. Sit tight. We're going to go take a look at everything you've done, and then we're going to make a decision whether or not you go to jail or you just get a ticket tonight, okay?
Okay.
Okay.
You got freedom of speech, so you can say whatever you want. But once you start acting on it and destroying other people's property, then you're going to get in trouble, okay?
Okay.
All right?
Okay.
Hang tight, okay?
Does he really have hate, or is he just...
He's saying he does, and we have no reason not to believe him. He obviously knows the difference between right and wrong, according to him. Now we can look at the...
I guess my thing would be like, what do you hate? Just that they're at war? Like you don't, or do you actually hate one of those specific groups? You know what I mean?
Yeah,
like,
honestly, we'll have to look at the statute and see exactly what it says. I mean,
yeah. Just be criminal defacement with the kicker of
if you
hate
just...
crime.
Yeah,
All he did was spray paint.
yeah.
Or whatever that statute is for desecration is based on how many gravestones you do.
Oh, really?
He said there's a statute for defacement, desecration of grave, and
Specific. That's what we were talking
that
about.
if you have like 4 is like a class 3, and then 10 is a class 2.
Okay.
So if he got more than that,
Got the camera?
Got it.
You're not going to use the fancy one?
Nah, not for this.
Get CSI on
It's
scene,
too much
man.
work getting that shit out for to take some gravestones out.
What's that do? Just focus?
Yeah,
Helps you focus.
focus on it, and then
I know you want the picture of that.
if you leave it, the lighting gets distorted, but
Gotcha.
you let go of it.
Police found 9 defaced headstones and grave markers with swastikas and racial slurs.
So 9.
9.
He's almost hit the magic number if it's 10.
Is it?
Well, that's
You look it up quick?
5.
I'm not seeing anything else past.
Step on out for me. Right here, hold on. Alright, we're gonna go up with you and make sure you get to your apartment, alright? Alright?
Dominic's mother said he has been diagnosed with autism, suffers from intrusive thoughts and psychosis. She also claimed that her son hears voices telling him he's a Nazi.
And I'm a single mom. And, you know, I give him a little bit of freedom because he's 18 now. But I can't do that anymore. It's hard for him because he doesn't have friends.
Okay.
He's looking for freedom and stuff. And
Someone called in, saw him spray painting swastikas, Jews.
Tonight?
Yes.
How did you carry that stuff out?
Put it down my pants.
Because I searched him before he left.
Yeah, I put it down my pant pocket and down this leg.
So he did that at the St. Mary's Cemetery? Which
Yeah,
is St. Mary's Road?
I spray painted swastikas and Jews and stuff like that.
So
Yeah, I'm hearing that now.
There was probably, I don't know, W. Nine headstones that were...
Well, 2 of them, one's the giant mausoleum.
Didn't you know this would happen? But how could you ever do something like that?
I don't know.
You know how serious of a crime that is? I warned you what would happen.
So he also, and maybe you already know this, there was 2 incidents at Mattis Park
Yeah,
down the road here.
he did the swastika.
Yeah, he told us that as well.
Yeah,
obviously.
He just told me tonight. I
Yeah.
saw it on the news.
Yeah, and I did another thing out there at Mass Park.
And I shouldn't have let him go out. I don't know what to do though, because
He said he did 2. There was 2 different ones at Mattis Park. He said he did both of them. There was a painting of a swastika, and then there was something
and
else.
then the swastika down below, and then it said below down below the swastika, it said Jews down below the swastika on the sidewalk.
And then this evening. So,
so what do I do?
I wish I had an answer for you. Obviously, you're doing everything you can to keep.
He defaced public property.
Yes.
So what happens?
He was go ahead.
So the cemetery property is a little more significant. Like if it was like a sidewalk or like a public building, then it's I think it's a Class A misdemeanor defacement. But for the cemeteries, they have more serious crimes. Okay, so we could have taken him to jail because the cemetery is going to be either a Class 3 or Class 4 felony.
Yeah.
And because it also includes the number of headstones that you desecrate. So since he was over, I think it's over 5, so he was up to 9. And then,
can they salvage them, or?
I mean, I'm sure they'll have someone come in and try to clean them up. I mean, it's not like he destroyed them. You know, he spray painted them. So, so that's a felony. And then the other thing is, we ended up charging him with hate crime. And because he's adamant that that's why he's doing it, like he's specifically telling us.
He said he got the spray paint from Ace Hardware store on South Neal. I don't know if he paid for it. I don't know if he took it. I don't have any idea. But that's where
I paid for it.
That's where he told us. That's where he told us he got it.
That was a long time ago. When did you get that?
I got it just recently, like just this week.
This week you went to Ace Hardware?
Yeah, and I got that.
With who?
And I bought spray paint.
Who'd you go to Ace Hardware with?
I went when I went around the lake. It was something that was right next to Harvest Market with the intent of spray painting.
Okay, so he wasn't with me at the time when he got the spray paint.
Yeah, but with the intent of spray painting those hate symbols.
But
he could have potentially gone to jail overnight and had to sit there with everybody else.
In the past, I had to call the cops, and they told me that he can't go to jail because he has autism.
But there was one. But let me tell you, Mama, there was one incident that
we can't talk right now.
And we'll document everything he told us about his medical history.
Yeah, because he can't go to jail with autism.
And that's so. And
he would have to go to a temporary facility.
Yeah,
but
I can't leave him alone.
But just remember, but just remember, I'm fully functioning autism. So yeah.
Dominic was charged with 3 counts of hate crimes. Dominic was released while awaiting trial and was ordered by the judge to remain at least 200 feet from places of worship and at least 1,000 feet from Jewish centers and places of worship. Dominic pleaded guilty and received a plea deal of 2 years probation.